What's up? Coming at you today with a medium shirt on. We're going to be talking about mobility and flexibility, which essentially is the same thing. So you'll notice in your workouts, I'm sure you've already noticed, and you're probably like, the first couple of exercises are usually something like face pulls or donkey kicks, I guess you could call them, or it's just like when you're on all fours and you kick your leg back. And the reason for these and the separate warm-up exercise, which is the foam rolling and stuff like that, is to help your body warm up before you start lifting. Because now, if you're anything like me, I poo-pooed flexibility and mobility stuff for years, and it ended up rearing its ugly head when I turned 30, and I herniated my disc because everything in my hips, my ass, everything, my thighs, everything was so tight. Like, to give you an example, when I would lay back on a bench, if I was laying there extended for too long, my hips would Charlie horse up and get really cramped because they weren't used to being stretched all like that. They were just used to being, for me, sitting down and being all tight and contracted. So those are hugely important for safety and just for pain relief because, like I kind of mentioned before, we're all sit way too much. And when you sit, your ass gets sleepy because it doesn't have to flex to, keep everything in line and your core stabilized. But your hip flexors get really, really, really super tight because they're constantly contracted. It's like if you think about, just contracting like your bicep and just holding it there for hours and hours. Think about how much that would hurt when you finally extend it. I mean, that's essentially what's happening with your hips. And that's why a lot of people have back pain, and it could lead to serious injuries like myself. So the mobility, flexibility exercises that you have, hugely important. I mean, that's a word, but it's immensely important. So don't poo-poo them. It might not be the sexy thing to do because it's not really going to build up and help you lose weight or get jacked or anything like that. But in a way, it kind of does, because if you can move freely, you can have a better range of motion. You can lift weights safely, which will lead to more time in the gym, less time, laid up on the couch and shit like that. So don't poo-poo them, just do them, and do them with the understanding of this is going to make you better. And you're not going to feel it right away. It's going to take a few weeks of you doing them consistently where you start to notice your hips feel a little looser. Maybe you don't have that nagging back pain when you first wake up in the morning. So that's why I give you those mobility and for like the face pulls, for example, where you grab the rope and you pull them back like that. That's good for shoulder stability. And if you've ever had pain bench pressing or anything like that, this is going to help you out tremendously. And it's just a super simple exercise just to get your body warmed up and stuff like that. And it'll help you in the end. So that's why I put them in. That's why they're important. And don't poo-poo them. They will help you. All right? Talk to you tomorrow.